episode of the Student Ministry Today vlog. Glad that you are checking in. It is actually Thursday. It's the end of the day. We took yesterday off. Like I said, we're a new vlog. We're not quite fully evolved into what this is becoming, but I had a really busy day on Wednesday and did not get a chance to grab the camera. So I want to make sure I grab the camera here now and get a little something up for you guys so that we can have a little bit of consistency here. So it is Thursday. It's the end of the day, and we're heading home after another kind of busy day, office day. But I wanted to talk today very quickly about one of the things that when I was first starting in youth ministry that I really loved to do. And I will have confession as a youth worker that I don't do it as much as I used to. And that is visit the school for student competitions. So when I started youth ministry, I mean, I was young, like most of us. I was 20 something. I had a young family. We were super energetic, and we're super excited to be in full-time ministry. And we had a great group of kids. It was a small group, but we had a great group of kids. And one of the things I really loved doing was going to watch them compete at the various school sports. And we did everything we could do to make it to as many games as possible. Now, we didn't make it to every game, but I did my best to make it to every game possible. But not just the games, but the musicals and the plays and the concerts and anything else that our students were participating in that we could go and watch. And so, you know, we spread it out and we tried to get as much as we can. Again, didn't hit everything, but we really did try to do as many as possible. And we loved doing it. We had a great time doing it. And that was a big part of our ministry. And it continued to be a big part of our ministry. Even as our family kind of grew and our kids got older, we still found ways of getting to different events for our students. And there's a good reason for that. I mean, there's a good reason for a lot of that. Sorry, bumpy road here. You know, what you want to do is you want to show your students that there's, you know, that you have a real interest. It's fun to see them do the things they do, and then you can kind of talk to them about it. It's a great time to sit and talk with parents because usually the parents are there, and you know, you can sit there and watch and have a nice little chat with them. And it's a great time to be there with other students, and you can cheer on your students alongside other students. So lots of positive, great reasons for why you want to go to your students' events. But here's where this is leading. So young in ministry, had the time, had the energy. I had less commitments as a father, less commitments with our family. And so it was really, really easy to go and do some of these things. But as our family has grown, we have found it more and more of a challenge to hit these events because of our own conflict when it comes to our family. Now, this isn't always the case. In fact, when my two oldest boys were active in sports, and they were very active in sports, we were able not only to watch them play, but also watch a number of our students play. So it was a great opportunity to do two things at once: cheer on my own kids and cheer on the students. And so it worked out wonderfully. But even in the midst of all of that, we ran into the problem of deciding how to get to the schools to be with our students and cheer them on different things. And this is kind of coming from that place of, as we think about connecting with students and getting into their world, as your family grows, as your student ministry grows, I think it becomes increasingly more difficult to actually free up that time where we can go and we can be with students. Which leads us to the idea of creating small groups and recruiting small group leaders that can step in and do those things. So here's where I'm going with all this. So I will confess, there was a season where we had super crazy family life and we didn't get to as many games as I would have liked to. But we're back in a time now where we have that freedom, and so we're making more of a commitment to visit the schools and participate in those type of events. Here's what I want to know from you, and this may apply to more of the veteran youth workers, but I want to ask this question. How has your participation or your attendance in things like after-school sports, plays, musicals, dramas, whatever it is that your students are involved in, as you have grown ministry, as you have developed and grown your own family, how have you managed the opportunities to go and see students do what they do at school? I'm asking that because as we make the commitment to re-engage our students and come back to a time and a place where we are going to school events, I just want to know how you guys have navigated those waters. What have you done? How have those seasons in your life changed? What have you learned from them? And what would you pass on to somebody else? Specifically thinking, what would you say to another youth worker who is getting started in youth ministry, but is also looking to have his own family and grow his own, family at home? How can we prepare them so that they know with the seasons that are coming, how they can maintain and maximize their time to actually go and continue to be part of their students' lives at school? That's kind of what I'm looking for. And that's a long, kind of winded question, but basically, what have you done? What have you learned over your years of youth ministry you could pass on to a young youth worker or another youth worker about what it looks like for visiting and participating in your after-school activities as your family grows? Because your family's going to have an impact on these things. You're not going to be able to run out and be out at all things because you'll have commitments at home. So what does it look like? What lessons have you learned? And what would you share to other youth workers? That's what I want to know. That's the question for today. Really interested in this one because I know I've seen the ebbs and flows of my own ministry career when it comes to this. So I really want to hear what other people have done. So leave a comment below, and I'd love to have a little conversation with you right here on the vlog. So thanks so much for watching. As always, subscribe, check in here every day. We missed one yesterday, but we're trying to go as far as we can with daily vlogs. And of course, give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. All right, guys, I gotta go. I'll see you next time right here on Student Ministry Today.